Take a look at this robotic movement walk of a robotoid. The government are reptilians, demons in suits. Okay. The zombie eyes, robotoid walk. See their head shake like that? Zombie eyes that pokes out.
To our total surprise, first of all, the government knew all about it. They didn't tell anybody. When I saw Green Beret and Black Beret people encamped inside of our geologist camp, I knew something was up. The gig was up. First of all, I knew all about the alien agenda. I'll explain that in a few minutes. The large alien grays had been encamped there for, as best as believed possible, about 400 or 500 years. Had been one of their internal bases. And we drilled holes right on top of it. All the stinking air, all the black sooty air came right out as soon as the first hole was sunk, and all this soot came up, and well, that's when all the hell broke loose, really. All started. Anyway, after we drilled all 4 holes, it took about 2 days to drill all 4 of them. And when you build a underground base, you drill 4 basic holes, and then you build called stopes or cross-member holes across, and then you use blasting equipment, special blasting equipment by the analyzation of the rock formation, and you literally blast out or tunnel out or deflagrate or melt rock out to build the large rooms that are required for this underground base. Well, in this process, I was lowered down the basket of one of these holes, and about from me to this elderly woman here in the front was sitting a 7-foot-tall alien gray. The stench was worse than the worst garbage can you can imagine. The person was the entity was absolutely horrible. I didn't waste any time. I reached for my pistol. At that time, as an engineer, I didn't have time to carry all the folderol of one of these big submachine guns that all the sea spray and the yellow fruit and all the outer perimeter and inner perimeter security people carried. I carried a little Walther PPK pistol with a 9-shot clip. This was in late August of 1979. Now, you got a regular suit of clothes, you got a regular clothes on, plus you're in almost like a spacesuit environment, and you're reaching for a gun. It's not the easiest thing to do, and then to pop a clip in it and start shooting. And I killed 2 of them. Yes, they're mortal, and they do die. However, in the process, one of them did this. All I remember is that he just kind of waved his hand in front of his chest, and the next thing I know, this blue beam hit me and just literally opened me up like a fish, and burnt my fingers right off of me. And it was some form of electrical force, because the kind of like being hit by a lightning bolt burned all my toenails off of me. Completely crispy crittered my left foot, burnt the shoe right off of me. All I remember is the smoking remains, and I'm still conscious, but in and out of, I didn't remember much. And there was a Green Beret that was right behind me that risked his life. In fact, he died. But he risked his life. He shoved me back in the basket and hit the button and took me up. And I wouldn't be alive talking to you today if it wasn't for him. I'm forever indebted. He lost his life. 66 Secret Service agents, Green Berets, Black Berets, crack troops lost their lives because the government, our United States government, lied, did not tell us anything about the alien threat. There's a war underneath there, and I'm talking dead serious. It's been going on since that time. Since late August of 1979, our military, the Russian military, basically the militaries of the world, have been in constant conflict with the outer space alien. The small gray, the large gray, the reptilians, the whole thing. There are 11 distinct races of aliens.
They are not making this up.
They threw down a ladder from that spaceship, And then two small people started climbing down.
Jerry Julian says she had her first extraterrestrial encounter right here on her Dulce ranch about 40 years ago.
It was huge. I just saw the bottom of it. You know, it was like flat like this.
Many of her neighbors claim similar strange sightings.
Fat in the middle and kind of like rounded on the sides. You're speechless, you know? You just don't know what to think, you know? It's just like, it's like nothing you've ever encountered before.
Why are stories of the extraordinary ordinary here?
I do not know. I do not know. Probably kind of that big mountain we have right there, you know.
Rumor has it there is a secret base hidden underneath the Archuleta Mesa here. The mountain overlooks Dulce. Some people in town say the base is run by aliens working with our federal government to conduct mind control and genetic experiments. Do you believe that?
Yeah. Well, a whole bunch of people seen it, you know.
Like the ground opened up, steam coming out of it.
They also claim they've seen some creatures cooked up in those experiments, like Bigfoot and something half-human.
Down this way, the waist down, it's a goat. It has a tail. But up here, it's a man. Down this way, the waist down, it's a goat. It has a tail. But up here, it's a man.
Zifu, a grandson of Esau, alright? Fearsome beast. Esau grandson Zifu. You've seen those same animals, half man, half creatures. The book of Yashar, chapter 36, we're going to read just verse 32. And those animals from their middle downward were in the shape of the children of man, and from their middle upward, some had the likeness of bears, and some had the likeness of the kephas, with tails behind them from between their shoulders, reaching down to the earth. Esau's grandson killed the Nephilim, half man, half animal. Yashar chapter 61, let's read verse 15. And Zipu went, and he saw, and behold, there was a large cave at the bottom of the mountain, and there was a great stone there at the entrance of the cave. And Zipu split the stone, and he came into the cave, and he looked, and behold, a large animal was devouring the ox. All right, from the middle upward, it resembled a man, and from the middle downward, it resembled a animal. And Zipu rose up against the animal and slew it with his sword. The Nephilim, hybrids, demons, giants are still here. Genesis chapter 6 verse 4, that's it. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, they still here. Nephilim, the days of Noah, the half man, half creature, half animal. I just read it to you guys, and it's in the book of Yashar, and that's why it was taken out. Then we should know about these demons, hybrids, and they breeding. That's a half human, half cat Nephilim. And that's a giant Nephilim, alright? Pig hybrid created in the lab, alright? The days of Noah is still here. U.S. government underground facilities and tunnels. Deep underground military bases. Dulce base, where all the demons at. Dulce base is in New Mexico. Mind control experiments level 4. Alien housing, the demons at 5. Cloning level 6. Genetics experiments underground, deep underground. The deep, dark secret at DULCE base is the NEPHILIMS and the demons that's doing the cloning underground. Yeah, Bill Clinton is a 100% clone laboratory and not a human and not a real person. You see the soulless zombie eyes? Alright? Not a real person. He was under MK Ultra and programmed. And Trumpy is also a clone. Alright? Check out this eyebrows. The color of it to these eyebrows. Very lighter. Alright? So Mr. Trumpy has been replaced. Alright? Laura Bush. If you think the Bible is fake or a myth, well, just move on. This channel is not for you. You're not going to get it. This is a fake synthetic person made underground. Fake skin, fake eyes. Just a fake person. With the reptilian eyes and the slits. Alright? They demons in clone bodies. Demons in suits. You see the zombie eyes? That's a clone. Reptilian slits, snake eyes. All U.S. governments of the world are working with demons for advanced technology, and Putin has been cloned and copied. That's a real one, and that's a clone body double.